is your smile? Is it good? Or do you need to have it looked at because you've been putting it off? Well, Dr. Wilson of TLC for Gums is here to talk to us about a big problem, and that is the gum disease. We were talking about this before you came on. People have put it off. I'm not going to say, and I have to tell you, Doctor, I'm one of them. I'm one of the people who has put it off, and it's not the best thing to do. Am I right?
That's correct. It's actually been called the #1 disease affecting mankind in the world.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, and people realize, and we've had doctors on here who've talked about, of course, your gums are the gateway to your other health.
That's correct.
If those are not doing well, then everything else. We've talked with heart doctors, we've talked with surgeons, knee doctors and stuff. It all starts with the mouth. And that's why you've come up with a great way for people not to be scared to go in and get taken care of.
Correct. So what I've developed is something called TLC for Gums. It's a combination of probably about 25 years of my work. I was one of the first 4 dentists in the world licensed to do LANAP, which is a laser procedure that takes place with the scalpel and stitches. So it's far less invasive than the traditional methods. And I'm also the #1 provider of perio trays in the world, and that's an FDA cleared medical device. It's basically a custom fit mouthpiece that directs medication up into the pocket to kill the bacteria that causes the problem.
Yeah, and I think with these new technology, it's helping people go see a dentist like you, because I be honest, I'm scared because I've had my teeth pulled, I've done all that stuff, and, and I'm like, I don't want to go, but this new way is actually making sure people are not having that scared feeling or even having that old, pain like we've had in the past.
Right, so what we do in my office is we offer a free consultation, okay? We want people to come in and meet us and to see how laid back and easygoing we are in the office. We get to know you, we get to know about your gums, but there's more to you than your teeth, so we'll get to know about you first. We'll educate you about what this problem is, how you get it once you've gotten it, how do you get rid of it, and then most importantly, once it's gone, how do you prevent it from ever coming back again so that you never have to deal with this ever again.
It's so amazing that people are so scared to come to get those, pretty much to talk about your gums because they think, I'm doing so good because I brush every day, I floss, so
right.
I don't know how you're telling me I'm doing something wrong.
So that's the problem. And I get people all the time, they come into me and they say, gosh, I floss constantly, I don't know why I have this problem. And the problem is this, brushing and flossing is very good for the teeth, okay? It removes the plaque from the teeth above the gum line and from in between the teeth above the gum line. But it can only get about 1 millimeter or so below the gum line, okay? And a healthy sulcus, if this is the root of your tooth and these are your gums, there's a little valley that goes all the way around every single tooth, and we call it a sulcus. And ideally it should be 3 millimeters or less. Well, if the bristles of your toothbrush and your floss are only getting about 1 millimeter down, that means you're missing 2/3 or 67% of the plaque that's underneath your gum line when you're brushing and flossing. And so what happens is within 12 to 72 hours, that plaque starts turning into tartar, and once tartar forms, now you're in trouble, okay? So you could floss 100 times a day. If you've got a 5 millimeter pocket and you're only getting down 1 millimeter, you're still missing 80% of the plaque that's underneath your gum line. So we have tools to help you reach that and kill those bacteria and eliminate that plaque.
And of course, taking care of the pain. That's the part. Look at Doctor. What I like is that you're looking at me going, come on, Brad, you're a big guy. You could take this. Get in here and get it done.
Honestly, the great thing about it is people don't complain of pain anymore.
Yeah, because of what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So, and let me ask you this. Okay, so I went to a dentist way back, and I don't need to see anybody again, so you might want to leave your card. But what was really great was he warmed up the Novocaine. He kind of like, because it comes out of the refrigerator. And he told me, he goes, that's why you kind of like get that sensations, because it's the cold hitting the warm area here, and that's where you get it. So he warmed it up, and it was really nice, and it went in very well. Okay. And so I don't know if that's a,
we have little tricks, I use a couple of different kinds of anesthetic too, so that the first one, most people say, oh, I didn't feel that at all.
See,
so.
That's it right there. And he doesn't want to give away the secrets there and anything. But you are part of one of our Live Well partners, and we appreciate you being here and being a part of this and making sure people get their gums taken care of, especially, as we said, your mouth is the start of all hospital stuff and everything like that, all your health and everything, which is really good. Doctor, tell them how they can get their gums TLC'd.
Okay. You can call our office, obviously, 480-661-GUMS. That's 4867. And just ask for a free consultation, and it doesn't have to be about the gums. I'm a general dentist. We do everything in my office. And so if you have any dental concern whatsoever, just call and say, hey, I'd like to schedule a free consultation, and we'll get you in, we'll get you taken care of.
I like it. Well, we have information on aztv.com/livewell page to find out more about Dr. Wilson and TLC for gums. So there you go. Thank you. Thanks, Dr.